Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Tuesday, May 26th, 2020. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. One thing you'll notice about the ES here is that it is breaking to the upside. As of this moment, we had this range, ascending type of range. It also has a rectangle feel to it as well if you want to go back this way like this. But either way, it is breaking out to the upside on this day. At the moment, prices are holding near the highs of the overnight rally, above 3,000, between 3,000 and 30.15. But we also need to be able to see prices remain at these highs by the end of the session, if not advance the gains higher. Because if price fails to hold these gains by the end of the session, say price closes back below 29.80, that would suggest a significant rejection at this edge and could lead to a reverse move back toward the opposite end of the trading range. Think of this day but in reverse, right? If price pushes through these highs but then fails and closes back through 29.80, you're going to get a rejection tail at this end. That would push price back toward 27.60 at the very least, and then we'd likely see another rotation perhaps back up. So right now, very, very important for price to continue to hold above 29.80 by the end of the day, and if not, advance these gains higher. And right now, very nice intraday consolidation from 3,000 to 30.15. A breakout to the upside could again extend these gains throughout the session. All right, let's take a look now at the NQ. Now the NQ has pulled back a hair from the highs, but it is remains within the uptrend. Very clear uptrending structure right now. It has pushed through 9,500 yet again, and the previous high here, very, very important, just above 9,500, and that's going to be the intraday key level to watch here, the previous week's high, because a pullback to that zone, call it 9,500 evens. If price can continue to hold above 95 evens, any pullback into that zone could still be a buying opportunity for a continuation higher. Remember, we put in a high here at 97.50 earlier this year, and we just hit highs today above 9,600. So we don't have much more before we go take out those highs. Again, it depends on how this price closes the day. If it closes back below 9,500, there could be a very big rejection tail in our hands. But right now, any pullback into 9,500 remains a buying opportunity until proven otherwise. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Now I'm going to go on the actual continuous contract now. And that's the wrong contract. There you go. So CL right now, crude oil pushing through 30 bucks. That was very, very important. Remember, we had this very narrow range we talked about here, the 7-day narrow range. It suggested a rally to 35s. We got to move right to just beyond, or almost to that 35 level. The high right there, 34.66, and today now, after a rejection day on Friday, we're seeing a pullback toward the midpoint, a midpoint retest and go. The overnight rejection here today at least remains quite strong so far. And again, if price can continue to hold above 34s, this continues to suggest more upside ahead. So if we take this over here, remember that PivotBoss advanced ADR indicator, if we push this up to a 7-day range here, it gives us our measurements. And you can see we were forecasting about 9.5 points, and instead we got about right at these highs here, we got about 10 points. So almost 10 points, 9.87 points or thereabouts, and we were looking for about 9.5 points from this breakout day. So again, what we were looking for came to fruition up to that 35, but now that we remain in this uptrend, this pullback, this could extend this move toward 40 and that falling 200 period average. Lastly, let's take a look at gold futures here. You'll notice that gold can't really find acceptance above 1760, 1770. Every time it rotates above that zone, there's a quick rejection. 1765 gives it away each and every time. And so far, we're seeing quite a bit of resistance here off of these highs. So here's 1775. and you can just see it's very clear resistance across these highs. We do continue to see an overall uptrending market, but we're at the point right now where 1700, really the 1704.30 is the top of this key range, and we're kind of just consolidating at these highs. And if there's a failure to hold, say 1675 at some point, that could eventually rotate prices all the way back toward the bottom of the key range there. But overall, this market remains strong. It just remains range bound. And at the moment, it appears like it's rotating back toward the bottom of this range, toward 1670. And again, got to continue to watch 1710. That's the key level here early on for the week. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the week. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.